All right, what we're going to do is take a look at how to create a newsletter workflow. So if you do like weekly or monthly publications to your web page, kind of a workflow using Google Slides and Google Sites. So what I have here is a math stall talk, and I used to do these when I first started teaching, so this is like a work in progress. So I started developing this November math stall talk in Google Slides, and in here I went to page setup, and I made this into an 8.5 by 11. Now you don't have to do that, but I know like if you do a newsletter, there's always kids that you have to print the newsletter for because the parents aren't going to look at it on the web page. So by using an 8.5 by 11, you know exactly what your page is going to look like, your paper. All right, and I'm using Google Slides instead of a Google Doc because, well, first of all, for the workflow, but also I like being able to manipulate the images. It makes things a little bit easier, and with the text boxes. So I made it 8.5 by 11, and you can, by doing that, it makes it kind of tough to see this. You can use the zoom in button and zoom in and zoom out if you need to. So this is my November math stall talk, and what I've done now, I'm going to go back to my Google site here, and I'm going to embed this presentation. And it's going to embed it in like the traditional manner how you would see a presentation. You can change these though, and we'll adjust for you. So I can make this almost look like a piece of paper on my web page. All right, and maybe throw that in the middle if you want, and hit publish. Now this is what my site will look like. All right, so there's my November math stall talk, and you have the ability to manipulate or go to other slides. There aren't any other in that presentation, but you could. So what you also do by using this workflow, you get the ability for parents to look back at previous information. Now, in this, I do have this Porky Pig image. I have a link here, all right? This is a hyperlink, and that does work on my presentation as well. If parents are looking at this, they can click on this Desmos link and they can see how to make Porky Pig. That's beneficial if you want to show parents maybe how to teach a certain method, whether it's a way of adding or subtracting, or have links out to videos or apps, whatever the case may be. All right, so those all work. And the nice thing here now too is this presentation always starts on slide 1. So suppose we're in the middle of November here, and I'm going to start working on December. I'm going to put December as my second slide. All right. And parents would be able to see it if they went to that second slide. Maybe change these up, put some bells in there. I don't know. This won't make a ton of sense, but all right, there we go. So you can start working on your December newsletter. And whenever you're ready, whenever it turns to December 1st, I'll just put that like that. All you have to do is just take this slide and just drag it up on, so it becomes the first slide. All right, and so now we're in December. Let's make this red, whatever. So now if I go back to my webpage and I refresh this is what parents are going to see. They're going to start with slide 1, which is December. All right, so our December math stall talk. Now they can go back to November if they're like, oh, there was a resource there I really wanted. Now they can be in November. All right, this gets much easier than the second year round because all you're going to do is tweak these slides. All right.